Hello everyone, my name is Sheen, and welcome to the second episode of my tropical zoo. And as you can see, I already built something, and this wasn't the plan, but my PC decided to just stop the recording, and I didn't have the footage anymore because the recording wasn't saved, so yeah. But as of now, everything is recorded. Today we are building a little oasis for the Caracal. I don't know how to pronounce that really. So the cat that lives in the desert. Let's put it like that. So the African cat that lives in the desert. Let's say it like that. So I know it's supposed to be a tropical zoo, but as of now, the tropical pack hasn't released, and I really want to play with the tropical pack installed when I am building something tropical in the zoo. So that's why I'm going to stick to another desert house, and I also find it kind of funny to have two desert houses in the front of the tropical zoo. Everything else in my head, or when it's finished, should look really tropical, like a lot of big trees everywhere and so much foliage. And then you kind of just look into two desert houses and it's all more on the drier side. I mean, not this habitat, because I made an oasis in the middle, so it's really green, and then on the outside it's not so lush. So that was a plan, and that's why you see me spamming all these plants in the middle and leaving the rest of the habitat kind of empty in terms of plants. So today is April the 2nd, and it's only 2 days until the tropical pack is out and can be bought, and I'm so excited for it. And I already looked at all the screenshots. I don't know if you have seen them, but anyway, I think I will be uploading this on the 4th of April, so that I have the 1st of April to build with a tropical pack. So I reckon you would be able to, at this minute, to look at the animals in game. So I'm quite excited about them. And as far as I know, there is some kind of a controversy, like not really a controversy, but like discussion about whether the sloth is a good walk-through vivarium habitat animal. No, if it's a good vivarium animal, not habitat. Oh gosh. Okay, if the sloth is good as a walk-through vivarium and not an habitat animal. That's the sentence. And honestly, I couldn't care less, because I don't think I will use the sloth so much, because I know sloths in real life and they tend to stay in one spot. I mean, that's what all the people say who think that's a good idea, that they are in these walk-through vivarium types of things. They don't go very much anywhere, and it just would ruin the immersion. So I don't know. I really don't know if that's the case, but I mean, they also say that's the same for the koalas. I seriously have no idea if koalas tend to move around much or not. If I think about when I saw koalas in real life, they tend to sleep. So not much moving. So and the same with sloths, they always kind of hang on one branch and that's it. But for me, it's not breaking the immersion if the animals in game walk more than they would in real life. It's just it's better for me, because when the koala or the sloth or any other animal that is prone to not moving that much isn't in the spot where you can see them in the real life zoo, you just don't see them. And in Planet Zoo you have the ability, because they move so much, to see them. So that's a plus for me, not a negative. So yeah, but anyway, I would have liked to build for them as an habitat animal, but as I said, I'm totally fine with them being a vivarium. I don't even know if that's the real way to say that. I think it's called something different, but I don't even play so much with the butterflies or the bats, and so I don't know the right name for these things. Like, I just call them walk through vivarium, and I think you know what I mean. So yeah. Yeah, but I'm really excited. So yeah, and also the other animals, I think there's another Nile monitor. I don't know, no, not Nile monitor, that's the one we already have in Vienna. Another monitor, water monitor, I really don't know the names, but I know I really love this animal. It looks so gorgeous, and I think this will definitely be one of the first things I want to build for, especially if they can climb. If this is the first raptor, I think it must be then the first raptor that can really climb. And if that's the case, I will build for them first. Just before anything else, I'm going to build for this reptile. And maybe after that for the fossa, I'm not sure how to pronounce that one either, but yeah, the mongoose type of predator from Madagascar. So I already have a plan for their habitat, because I'm kind of going for a Madagascar themed area in this zoo. Yeah, but I don't want to spoil you too much, so I'm not going to elaborate further on that. And yeah, just so excited. And also the new pieces, I don't know, or let's phrase it like that. I am not someone like other people who just pick on all the screenshots and show and not show and look at them very detailed to find things that are new. I'm, especially with plants, I'm really bad. I don't know exactly what plants we have in game. I know which one, so when I see them, it's just like, yeah, okay, yeah, I know we have this, but you can give me 3 plants, one is not in the game, and I would just say they're all in the game, I guess. So that's not something I'm very good at. And also, I don't look at the screenshots so much that I figure out new construction pieces. So except from the big temples you can clearly see and that you can't avoid, I'm a little bit... I let myself be surprised about the construction pieces, so... yeah, but I think they will be also... What I've seen so far, what I saw was quite gorgeous. I love these, like... I think there are new thatch roofs. I don't know if it's really thatch, but it looked like thatch to me, so... I really love that. I really love that, because I think the normal African thatch roof is really ugly. Really, really ugly. And the one that we get from the South American pack, I believe, is so a little bit a tint of green and yellow, and it's just too much green and yellow in there. It's not looking beautiful either. So I'm hoping for the new ones, if they are thatch. I don't know. Yeah, but if we go back to what I'm currently building, I already made all the Oasis. I think it's mostly done, and the Caracal needs some climbing structures. So I hid, or not really hid, but I put the climbing structures into the trees so that it looks like they are climbing through the trees, and just give the guests some kind of overview from above, and they also can see the animals from above and not and they are not like looking always down on them, so the Caracal is on eye level, kinda, with the viewer, and then it doesn't matter if they are on this little balcony or on the ground, they are always going to see the Caracal more or less from an eye level. That's something that I wanted to do. Yeah, because I don't like habitats where you have to look down on the animals. It's just like, wow, I see a bag. How gorgeous. And so I try to avoid that because it's just something that I don't want to see in real life. So sometimes it's kind of nice, but most of the time it's just not that great. And also I think if you look down on an animal, you kind of lose the perspective on how big the animal is. I've had this especially with wolves, where I in my local zoo there's just two areas where you kinda are on eyesight with the animals, but the problem is they are far away, so that's also kind of messing with your perspective, how big they really are. And then you can always look down on them, and they look so tiny, really, really tiny, but I bet they aren't that tiny. I mean, it's wolves after all. It's not really like tiny thing like a raccoon or something. It's bigger than that. And if we are also on the matter of raccoons, next to them is a raccoon habitat, and this habitat is also only viewable from the above. So I mean, raccoons are already more smaller than wolves, and then they also look like little blobs. They're just tiny animals from up there. So yeah, that's also something I don't like from my local zoo. So yeah, but that wasn't we're not building for raccoons or wolves. So back to the Caracals. I actually don't know if I ever saw one in real life. The thing is, the Caracal is one animal that I never really knew existed. Like, not really. I mean, there must be some thought in the back of my mind where I was like, yeah, that's a thing, but not really like I know this animal. And therefore, I am not sure if I ever saw one in real life, because I tend to think I'm going to say I never saw them, but who knows? Maybe I didn't even know it existed, and so I was just like, oh yeah, some kind of cat, and then moved on. I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, and this is just the rest of the speed build, and we are a few seconds before the cinematic shots, and yeah, I'm just going to stop rambling now, and you can enjoy the cinematic shots, and we will see each other in the next episode, which hopefully will be with a tropical pack. Bye!